Hi, I'm Hi, I'm Brooke, your host today here at CCX. Today I'm joined by Anthony. Welcome.
Thank
How are
you.
you doing, Anthony?
I'm doing good. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Yes. So I heard a lot of things from you um, when we were talking in passing before we just joined the broadcast. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself. I know you have a large background, a lot, like you said, with your past with the military,
Yep.
and now that you're joining CCX. What do you bring to the community?
Well, you know what? My life is pretty diverse, and I think it's an awesome thing to be, to have such a diverse background. When people ask me, usually say, "Who are you? Where are you from?" I tell them I'm a black Filipino. Black Filipino. I say, if I had hair, you probably feel some curlness in it, but apparently I don't have one, so Rogaine did not work quite well. But anyways, I was adopted by a Filipino family.
Okay.
Okay, and they
All
brought
right.
me America of 1996 crisis during the war.
Okay.
And what drove me to really lean towards the military was it was the U.S. Air Force that came to America, that came to Liberia to
Okay.
bring to pick up the U.S. citizens from this place I was living. And when I saw those guys just, at the door would, get the machine guns and just, what it brought to me was, I mean, this is a country that is at chaos with its own citizens. And then you got Americans coming in this country and getting their people out, like they're making sure security and all those different things. I'm like, wow, I just want to be like that.
Right.
So when I came, my whole drive was just to join the military. And I've done it being 15 years, 11 years active duty, and I just love it. And so my attitude has changed entirely, so it's like basically about drive. You can do anything you want to do. It's like I'm like fearless, man, like really fearless. I'm not afraid of anything, really. Sometimes people come to me, well, aren't you afraid to die? I'm like, no. I mean, I could pretty much die anywhere if the time, if time is right. But wherever I'm at, I mean, that's why they train us to fight. So it's you are trained to fight, but everybody don't do the fighting. But in case you find yourself, in the action, you have to do something to get yourself out of it, and that's just how it works, So yeah, I mean, the military is been a great thing, and it has led me to a lot of opportunities, to give me the mindset that I have, so.
I mean, a lot of people that are not in the military, I mean, can definitely appreciate your service. I'm sure it has brought you on a very interesting journey. You said that you were adopted. Can you go back to that? I think we kind of sped past that a little bit.
Yeah.
That is a very interesting
Yeah.
position.
Well, Filipino, in Liberia, Africa, and other places, they got like international people who work from different countries. In this particular instance, the Filipino family were living in Liberia, and my brother used to work with this family, and then every year their son travels to Liberia, like not school season, during the non-school season, to go on vacation. And every time their son comes over, they need somebody to play with him, and that's how I became. They kind of went out there and looked for somebody or something. I don't know.
You just became part of the family.
Yeah, so I became part of the family, So they brought me along, and then we were just playing and doing all that good stuff. I remember one time, the lady said, "You are bright," and I started looking at my skin. Am I? So hey, it's a turn. And then somebody translated, be like, "Oh yeah, she mean you smile, you got a little, you lighten up the plate or something." I'm like, okay.
You're doing a real good job of doing that right now.
I appreciate that. But yeah, we do appreciate, you guys appreciate that we do the service that we do. But yeah, that's how it all started. So they adopted me, and I was living with them until the crisis started. We came first resided in Virginia, and all of a sudden I found myself here in Minnesota, and then somebody asked me, "How did you end up in Minnesota, from Africa to Minnesota?" I'm like, yeah, I don't know how I did that, man, but it just happened. But yeah, so, it's from really hot, it's like they call it from extreme heat to extreme cold, so, but it worked out all best, so.
I have to ask that obligatory question. How was your first snowfall in Minnesota?
Oh, my first snowfall, I don't remember clearly, really. For me, it's like, I'm a kind of person who literally, I would adapt to any situation there is. Can you even believe I've been in Norway?
Wow.
Yeah, I've been in Norway. So cold. It was so cold that my glove was so cold. I could hold it this long, and I would hold my finger like this. Now pull it right into my gloves. That's how cold it was. It was standing like firm.
So almost frostbite.
So yeah, frostbite. Yeah, cold. But that just I don't remember exactly my first winter here, but I've been to colder places than Minnesota.
Okay.
And that was Norway, and that's by means of the U.S. Army, because we did some training exchange. Every year there's a Norwegian exchange. They send soldiers. We send soldiers to Norway, and Norway sends soldiers to the United States, and kind of train like that, you know.
Okay, so you guys had an exchange.
Yeah, exchange.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we kind of fit into the society, go in their culture, and then on a weekend we go to a Norwegian family that adopts us for a weekend, and same thing that happens here in the U.S. You know, so I think that's kind of pretty awesome.
I think
Yeah,
it's simple to say that your passport has been stamped a couple times. But thank you for joining us here at CCX. We're out of time. Anthony, you know, you might be seeing more of Anthony here on CCX,
Yes.
creating more stories for you guys.
More of this guy right here,
X out.
CCX.